All right, y'all have seen my channel before. You've heard me preach this. If you're a new car dealer and your website doesn't say I buy cars, you're an idiot. If you're a car flipper or a dealer and you're not running ads on Craigslist, Nextdoor, Marketplace, Facebook groups saying I buy cars, you're an idiot. This is a car the customer saw my Facebook post and messaged me, and we worked out a deal to buy this Honda. This was not a huge home run. I made like $400 on the shops on the car lot side and another 200 and something on the transmission shop side. So I made about $600 gross profit. But here's the thing: I went to Mesquite, the neighboring community. I drove the car to my shop. My mechanic fixed it, kept him working, and then I drove it to get it inspected, and I drove it back to my shop and I put it up for sale. And let me tell you, it was kind of a hoopty. But the bottom line is this person found me. So if you want to start flipping cars or you're new to the dealership, you got to look into this. Post ads, you buy cars. All right, I got Mrs. Buxton with me. She's in Starbucks getting us a drink. We're fixing to go look at a 2006 Honda Accord. It's got like 220,000 miles on it. The air doesn't work. There's a small dent in the bumper, a small dent in the trunk. If you watched my last video, you know I lost almost $1,000 on that car. And yet here I am, going to look at another Honda. Well, here I am. Seller's not here yet. This car's a little bit of a hoopty. It's got some pretty decent hail damage on the roof. And little dinty poo in the back. And little dinty poo on the deck lid. Yeah, but you know me, I'm kind of a glutton. So if I can get it cheap enough, I'm gonna buy it. It's got leather. Leather's tore up, of course. Yeah, we'll see. This is a 06 Accord. It's got, I think she said 220 is what I looked up when I looked up the mileage. So we'll see what happens. Okay, we got it. Mrs. Buxton is behind me in the Audi. I'm in the straight up hood, taking this piece of shit, and I mean piece of shit, Honda Accord back to my shop, where we will try to figure out this check engine light. I think it showed a knock sensor or something, and we will probably put a compressor on it if it needs a compressor, and we're going to try to get it at under a $2,000 price point. We'll see what happens. All right, well, I made it back to my shop. It's I think it's like 19 miles from where I bought the car to the shop, so I do want to put my scanner on it real quick, see if there were any, also the inside door latch doesn't work, see if there were any new codes that popped up. It drove pretty decent for a $500 car. I mean, I got blinded by debris that was flying because I had to drive on the highway with the windows down. But I think we'll do much better on this one than we did the last one. Let me put the scanner on it. Let's see where we're at. All right, let me see what I got here. All right, just one code: combustion vibration sensor. That is it. When we come back here and we look at monitors ready, you got to have one of these hand tools, y'all, if you're buying used cars. Everything was good, I bet, except the cat. So in Texas, you can get a car inspected with one monitor incomplete, which is where we're at. And so we're going to need to clear this code, or excuse me, we're going to need to fix this problem and then clear the codes and drive it, and we'll see. Anyway, I'm back at the shop. Mrs. Buxton is waiting, so we got to get to it. All right, y'all, gonna be an exciting day here at the car lot. Today's Monday. Friday we got the Accord fixed. I gotta drive it a little, get it inspected, and then we have a customer that is bringing in a 2018 Mazda 3
They saw my ad. They'd rather support a small business versus like CarMax. I'm not going to tell you how much they're selling it to me for. It is high mileage, but it's going to be a great deal. So let me get to work. We'll get going on the Accord. And if we get the X5, no, not X5. If we get the Mazda 3, we'll give a walk around on that. All right, here we are working on the '06 Honda that I bought on Sunday. Josh has got to take the intake manifold off to do the knock sensor. He's not impressed with my vehicle here. As you can see in the light, we got a lot of hail damage. And I fooled with the sunroof, and now it's not quite flush, so I'll have to fool with that some more. Quite a bit of hail damage up there. And some rear end damage. And some more rear end damage. And the brake lights are always on. And yeah, so he's gonna work on this. It'll take a couple hours. Then I'm gonna drive it, and it's gonna pass inspection, and we'll have it up for sale.
All right, so let's get down to the nut cutting time now, the meat and potatoes, whatever you want to call it. This was an '06 Accord. I paid, well, let's go backwards. It sold for $1,600 plus tax, title, and license. So $1,600 because the tax, title, license money just goes to the county. I paid $500 for the car. I had repairs in the car of $672, and the state emissions test was $1,850. If you subtract all that out, I made a whopping $409 profit, which sucks. I'd started out asking 18, and I didn't really get any responses. The AC was not working in the car. It wasn't worth fixing. The car was ugly, so I just dropped it to 15, and then it sold like a day later. Now, on the repair side, $672. Obviously, my car lot is a customer of my shop. So my shop took in that $672. And on that ticket, 206 of that was profit. So this car, between my two businesses, produced $615 in profit. Again, I knew it wasn't going to be a big, stellar, knock out of the park car. But it is a car that someone contacted me because they saw my ad. So like I say on every video, if you're flipping cars or buying and selling or whatever you want to use for a term, well, one, pay your taxes, put them in your name. That's the legal thing to do. If you're a dealer, you know, if things were busier, I probably wouldn't have fooled with this car. I maybe would have just dragged it home and tried to get $1,200 for it without doing anything. That might have been the way to go. I don't know. But obviously on your website, you want to have on your website a We Buy Cars thing. I just bought an Infiniti from, it turns out she was the spouse of one of my Buy Here, Pay Here customers. So we have that Infiniti up for sale now. And I bought the Mazda 3, came from a lady that saw my ad that I buy cars. This one came from an I buy cars. And I also had a BMW X5 that somebody literally gave me because it didn't run and they didn't want to spend the money. And the only cost I had in it was the tow to get it towed over to my shop. So that's that. Anyway, if you want to see more car content, more flipping content where I actually get to make some money, or behind the scenes of a Buy Here, Pay Here, used car lot or whatnot, hit the like, subscribe. Your comments help tremendously. Appreciate y'all watching. Have a good day.